Alright, y'all, we're back and we're talking about the new Dropkick Murphys album, Turn Up That Dial, dropped back in, what, end of April?
End of April, yeah.
End of April.
And in true style, they got 11 songs. They never really go over, maybe once or twice they went to like 14 or 15.
Probably, yeah.
But for the most part, it's always...
They've kind of found that sweet spot.
Yeah, because if this and the last few albums had any more than that, it would have been a little dragging. I kind of like a straight-up punk album that only goes up to about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's my biggest problem with Rancid. I don't need 35 songs on a new release every 5 years, man.
I'm cool with 35 tracks on a punk album.
If they're all good.
If they're all like a minute, or like a Dead Kennedys album.
They
or
are
a Bad
kind
Brains
of mostly
album.
like a minute, but then they will have their songs that are like 5 minutes. So it's like, when you give me 35 is an exaggeration. I mean, the last one had maybe 19 or 18 tracks.
Like
it's still too much.
I remember being like, oh man, I'm getting a little bored.
Yeah, but
yeah, Dropkick Murphys have found that sweet spot where, you know, none of their albums really wear out their welcome, and they found their formula over the years, and they've really just stuck to it.
What's fun to me about this album is it's kind of like an AC/DC album. You can take any of these songs without knowing it came from this and think it came from a fucking album they did 10 years ago.
They're like the AC/DC of the Irish punk.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of songs, especially the beginning of them.
Because every song is
whatever.
That's why I don't like these guys. I actually like Flogging Molly.
I like Flogging Molly.
Dropkick Murphys, it's always that's every fucking song. And the slow one still is like that's the slow version of it. I'm sorry. Even in the swimming pool, I had to tune out. Like, oh, I'm so bored. It's just the same thing over.
I like Happy Birthday, Motherfucker.
Yeah, like they're.
I like Flogging Molly. Every song is completely different from the previous, and some kind of weird one. And then they have the classic Irish jigs. But that's all Dropkick Murphys is. It's jigs. Jigs. You're right. It's punk, but god damn it, how many times can you hear the same two fucking Ramones song over and over and over?
Dropkick Murphys is they really have the anthem and sing along.
Yeah, the one that makes you want to grab your buddies and
like
around your arm.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're so good at with Lee Boy on here. Lee Boy, he's our guy.
Did you watch the story about that one?
What?
Lee Boy.
No, I did not watch a story about. I like how they dropped Spicy McHaggis's name.
Yeah. That's Lee Boy is about their new bagpipe player, and
he don't wear kilts. He wears slacks.
When he recorded his part, there were no vocals for it yet. They were keeping it secret because they didn't. His name is Lee Boy. They didn't want him to know about it. And when the single came out, they shot his reaction. It's on like YouTube or something.
Oh, damn.
So that's what that's about.
He's kind of tearing up like, oh man. I knew there was something up because they wouldn't let me hear it.
That's cool.
I thought they were talking about some soccer player.
You know what's funny?
There's no fucking... I'm like, who the fuck is this? First I had to hear it a couple times because like, what are you saying? Leroy? Lee Boy? What?
LWEBOY. Lee Boy, he's our guy.
I was so tuned out. The first time I thought they spelled Hellboy. I just heard A-double-L. I'm like, Hellboy? Why are they spelling Hellboy?
Hellboy, he's our guy.
I like Middle Finger.
And then I thought it was like about a soccer player. I was like, well, they're Irish. You know, they all love fucking their football.
I can never keep my middle finger coming up. I love that.
Yeah, middle finger. I love. I could never keep.
It's another one of those.
Keep that middle finger down. I love it, man. It all sounds like, man, it's shit that you could play in a fucking stadium for sports ball, or
mostly baseball. They love baseball.
Yeah, they're massive. What is it? Is it the Sox?
Red Sox.
Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, you got to rep your hometown.
Yeah.
But like, what's so great about their anthem tracks is it can be played at a sports event. It can be played in a bar setting.
No, it can only be played anywhere where there's alcohol's present.
Yeah, always.
Well,
yeah.
There's
got to be alcohol.
Because they're the only ones that can sit there and listen to it for hours on end. Because after a while, you're gonna start beating the shit out of each other.
Drunken bar fights.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't had a
exciting.
song about that. Drunken bar fights.
Oh, they've had songs.
They've
like that.
had to. I can't think of
like
any
that.
at the moment, but I'm sure. I mean, well, there's the on the last album. There's the fight at the funeral home.
Oh yeah.
There's one on.
There's the song on that album.
Warriors
First
Code,
Class
there's a song
Loser.
about stuff like that too.
First Class
Yeah,
Loser.
first class.
I listened
loser.
to that a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, Max.
Dude, we know so many people that First Class Loser is about. I've worked with a couple. We were friends with a handful. But yeah, man, Middle Finger. I love the shit out of it. Huh?
Old Too Tall.
Yeah, Old Too Tall, definitely.
Little Finger.
Yeah, Middle Finger. Love the shit out of Middle Finger.
Queen of Suffolk County.
Queen of Suffolk County I like a lot too because it's got that.
To me, it's fine, but it's like kind of the first
beachy vibe.
It's the first one on the album that kind of slowed it down for me. But the next one, Mick Jones, Nick My Pudding.
Love it.
Oh my god.
Love it. Love. I remember when this album was supposed to come out last year. They dropped the little music video for that. Have you seen it? Where it's a cartoon and they're all hanging out and fucking like they're chasing after Mick Jones because he fucking took their goddamn pudding.
You know where that story comes from?
Yeah, I do know that story. Because the producer they worked with,
they had to eat their meat to get their pudding.
The producer they worked with, I believe, fucking was like Mick Jones was recording in the same studio building, and the dude had pudding in the fridge, and Mick Jones straight up stole the shit.
That was
So was it Ken Casey?
It was the singer from Flogging Molly.
Okay,
it was his pudding.
Okay,
and
that's
he was
whose
the
pudding
one
it
telling
was.
the story.
Okay.
Because he said he saw Mick Jones eating his pudding and it had his name on it. He goes, "Aye, that's my pudding." He told that story to Ken Casey, and he said, "Well, that's probably not how he said it because this motherfucker won't even curse or have a bad thing to say about nobody. He didn't say it like that." So he went. Everyone else went to lunch. He stayed at the studio and wrote that song.
Yeah, I wrote a song. Yeah, man.
I love that.
But yeah, that's a fun one. That is a really fun one.
And Happy Birthday, Motherfucker.
Happy Birthday, Motherfucker is really good because it starts off nice. It's like, yeah, it's your birthday, give him a beer, give him a cheer, but then right after that, it's, nah, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're a selfish goddamn asshole. I mean, what is it? You're 30-something years old.
Yeah. 30,000 others not important today or something like that.
It's your birthday and like a million other important people on the same day.
It's a birthday, not a week.
Yeah, it's just telling you, look, man, don't throw yourself a birthday party. Yeah. It's weird. You know? We do parties around our birthdays, but I never call it a birthday party. I just want people over. I like to entertain.
Good as gold.
Yeah, you're good as gold, you're right as rain. Look at Josh over there. I told you.
That's another one.
It gets a little tiring after a while.
Smash Shit Up is one I don't really remember much from.
Weirdly enough, me too. But that's also because it came out like January of last year, man. It came out so early last year. Like, this album was supposed to drop last fucking year. But then COVID.
I'm saying the songs. I'm going by... This album came out in April, dude.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the song. Smash Shit Out was dropped last year. Like,
okay, see, I didn't listen to any of those songs.
Because I thought
a lot of
that
bands
album was supposed to come out last year.
A lot of shit was supposed to release last year, and they just decided to hold it off.
Chosen Few? Is that the one with na na na?
Oh yeah.
Na na na.
Chosen Few is great. That's a good.
It's their Trump bashing song.
That's a good. Well, it's cool because it's not even really a Trump bashing song. It's a all assholes. You know. Yeah. We're making America look fucking stupid, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know?
But he distinctly says 4 years.
Yeah, he does that.
4
I mean,
years
that's
of this
obviously
shit.
got to
Yeah.
be in there. That's got to be in there. But, you know, it's not just about Trump. It's about everybody. Like, it's not just pointing the finger at one person. It's like saying everybody who's acting fucking stupid.
Which was the one that was like, drop the record, spin the needle around, drop the needle, spin the record around.
Is that on Turn Up the Dial, the first track?
Or is that Good as Gold?
No, that's Turn Up the Dial.
I think it might be on Turn Up the Dial. I don't know.
No, because that was more...
See, this is another thing about Dropkick Murphys is you're going to be mixing shit up.
Yeah, because you can sing almost every song over the one other.
Don't have the same beat.
Alright, and that brings us to City by the Sea.
City by the Sea I like a lot too. It's about, you know, just retiring, man.
Yeah.
Boston.
Going back to Boston.
Boston.
Don't they live there, though?
Yeah, I believe they all live in or around there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's an Irish punk band. Of course, it's in Boston.
yeah, yeah, seriously. But yeah, it just feels like it's about retiring, man, and just like you're getting old and being like, shit, I think it's time, you know, I've been around the world.
Well, I mean, they're in their like 50s or 60s right now, or mid 50s.
Yeah, they're old. Yeah.
How many more records do you need to come out with? You know.
Well, I mean, you know, AC/DC just dropped one not too long ago.
I mean, Ozzy. For
All right,
Christ's
I mean,
sakes.
seriously.
But Ozzy's addicted to it. You know.
I think they're all addicted to it.
Yeah, that is
really.
true.
You know, I mean,
It is true, but
it's about retiring and longing, but at the same time, he's basically saying, "I wish I could do this stuff, but I am, like you said, addicted
yeah, that's
to
okay.
this
okay.
lifestyle."
And then that brings us to "Wish You Were Here."
Yeah, "Wish You Were Here" is a really nice,
Man,
sad
that
track.
was what I needed. Sad track. I'm not gonna go into details here.
Yeah.
Because yeah, but when I heard it, it was exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed.
They're really good at making sad fucking ballads. Anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's a lot of them.
Fucking Rose Tattoo made me cry when Yoda passed.
What's the one on Warriors Code? I believe it's on Warriors Code. Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Yeah. Hello, Willie McBride. Talking about some guys, so and so war. May I lie here by your graveside?
The jingle jangle, the old triangle.
I don't think that's
No,
right.
that's not it. That's the that was an uplift. That's an upbeat.
Where is it? Because I'll know it if I see. Where are my D's?
Dude, I can just pull it up.
So it's right here. Warriors
Go
Code.
faster.
It's like green fields of something.
I know they got Forever.
Yeah, green fields of France. Yeah, Forever. Another. They just got really good ass, sad, soft ballads.
So, what would you rate this album?
This one, you know what the thing is yeah, all the songs sound the same, and I will always admit that. But there are some bands.
Most Irish.
Yeah, a lot
bands,
of Irish punk bands.
they're gonna sound like that.
It's all about that pub feel, man.
They're not Irish.
Well, that's about the only thing you can make Irish is that sound.
They might be Irish descent, but they're from America.
Yeah, but
They're Irish.
They're still Irish. But the thing is like all these bands, they're taken from their roots and souping it up. But
okay, my one problem with the album. Sorry, everything is mixed at the same level.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about.
You don't hear it, but I'm trying to, like, when everything comes in, you know, where they're building up and then everything's there. There's not like a moment where you can just tune out the guitar or the bass to hear the bagpipes and the flutes and shit. Everything is up to the same level to where nothing stands out. It's like flat. Does that make sense? It's kind of like the same sound the last Baroness had. Everything was just flat.
Just at the same...
Yeah, everything was maxed. Or no, mixed at the same level.
What were you listening to it on?
I was listening to it on my computer stereo.
See, that's what I want, because to me it sounds good in my car, and it sounds good on the stereo in here, but I have no idea. I mean,
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, because there are albums that I've heard where
the album was mastered at everything was at the exact same
sort
level.
of nuance.
Yeah, the drums and the vocals and the guitar and flutes
it's just
and
all
bagpipes
at 5
and bass.
or nothing.
Yeah, everything's at the same damn level.
It's Metallica.
No, because he'll turn the bass all the way down.
I'm talking more like Death Magnetic, where they just went all.
Oh God! You got to thank Rick.
Somebody
Rubin
just said
for that.
soundboard.
That's Rick Rubin.
That's all he did.
But yeah, go ahead with your thing. I cut you off with.
But yeah, the thing is there are bands that I get bored with when it's the same album over and over. This definitely qualifies, like I've said before on many other reviews. This is same shit, different album. Same shit, different album. But there are bands that I give a pass to. Dropkick Murphys, Cradle of Filth, KMFDM.
Definitely KMFDM. Oh my God.
You know, there's a handful of bands where I'm like, I know what I want, and you fucking gave it to me.
And you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, and you know it's never gonna be subpar. They're not giving me the same album over and over again, but they're phoning it in. Like, to me, there's no phoned in.
They're not gonna do something drastic or something more experimental to drastically change their sound.
Yeah,
it's just their sound. They're not.
But then there are other bands where I get bored with that, and I'm like, you need to fucking do something.
Yeah.
Well, because other bands will take it too far. They'll constantly keep doing this other thing. Like, we want to hear Korn. We're taking Korn,
right? But so with Dropkick Murphys is a band that I give a pass for giving me the same album, because that's what I want. I want badass pub sing-along tracks.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
asked
asked
punky
for.
songs. I want good feeling songs. I want a sad song or two. I want bagpipes and flutes and, you know, just a good fucking time. It feels like hanging out with your buddies. It feels like a barbecue. It is. That's what I come to Dropkick Murphys for, is just to feel. It feels there's an inclusive feel to Dropkick Murphys. Like, it's all, come on, the gang's all here.
Yeah, like that one album, the Signed and Sealed in Blood. The artwork or the liner notes was all fan tattoos.
Yeah, fan
and
tattoos.
Shit. Like
that's cool as hell.
They have
cool
a really good relationship with their fans, and that's respectable.
Yeah,
you know, don't be a
just love the shit out of Dropkick Murphys. They're all about the working man for real. You know, it ain't played up.
I mean, they just recently went off after radio.
After fucking radio not paying artists and shit, and they straight up said, we're in a punk band. We don't want to be on the radio, but we got friends that are on the radio who need to get fucking paid. And that's fucking badass. That he's gonna go up there and be like, we don't care.
Yeah.
But there's people that do need to fucking get paid. Yeah. You're fucking them over.
That's like humbling to know that your punk band you think has like $1 million yachts and fucking houses and shit. We're like, we're a punk band. We don't care if we get paid. Like, wait, what? Hold up. You're like in your 50s now. Hold up. You didn't get paid for this? Fuck.
But I can't give the album a 10. I want to give it a 10, but I'm going to go with a 9.
Hey, that's what I was going to give it. I was going to give it a 9.
Just because, I mean, you know, none of these songs are better, and none of these songs are worse than anything they've ever done.
Well, I think the last album they've done that I really, truly loved was Going Out in Style.
Yeah, that me too. Like,
because like that one, front to back, was just fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was mixed good.
Yeah.
It was mixed fucking perfect.
That is true. It to me is still probably one of the best sonically sounding Dropkick albums. It is.
It is. It really is.
Because there was something that happened after Sing Loud, Sing Proud. A polish got on Breakout, or Blackout, Warriors Code, and The Meanest of Times. Like, there's a polish there. Doesn't hurt the albums, but there's something
you can
different
tell they got
sonically.
Money. They got money.
Yeah. Like, there's something sonically different about those compared to the ones that came before that. And, but then, I think around
Going
that's
out
when they
in
kind of
style.
found their sweet spot. I call it the Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, I think
sweet
it was.
spot.
That's where everyone
It was
kept
in between
confusing them with Flogging Molly.
Sing Loud, Sing Proud. Actually, I would say it's more in between Blackout, Warriors Code, and Meanest of Times.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm
But
talking
that's where
about.
they like were struggling, but still finding their sweet spot sound. Kind of,
Yeah.
you know, this is what we are, this is what we're doing, and then they gave it all on Going Out in Style.
Yeah, that's basically what I meant. Because like before, like Sing Loud, Sing Proud is like the last one to have a pre-blackout sound. Well, obviously because it's the one before blackout. But there's a sound to Gangs All Here and Do or Die and Sing Loud, Sing Proud that disappears.
Yeah.
When you get to blackout like that. Like I said, there's a polish there that doesn't hurt them, but
They could have also been using different recording equipment.
definitely could have. You
The
know.
technology gets better over the years.
But there's a
I
polish
give this
there that
album
I
a
like.
9, though. It's good. It was exactly what I needed when it came out. Shed some tears, drank some beers too, because that as one would do when you listen to Dropkick. But like you said, it's not better or worse than what they've done before. Like I said, they're the AC/DC of fucking this kind of Celtic punk. But I can't hate it. There's nothing I would hate about this album, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing that sucks.
It's just fun. It's fun.
What about you, Josh?
They get an 8 because I take a point off because I'm a Flogging Molly fan instead. Would have been a 9,
actually
but
surprised you give it an 8.
Yeah, you've been hating on it this whole time.
no, just because I hate the fucking same damn fucking jig noise.
I get enough
of that with Flogging Molly.
I think still to me one of my favorite bands in that whole scene is the Tossers, you know, but
Pogues.
yeah, the goddamn Pogues, you know, but the Tossers is like
More modern.
out of the modern
yeah.
bands, you know, like one of my favorites is the Tossers. But I can't
he
like.
sings more like the angry.
He just sounds like a drunk ass, fucking pissed off Irish dude, man. But I don't know. It's just out of the three bands, those three bands, Flogging Molly, Dropkick, and Tossers. I like how all three are different. All three have their own unique sound, and neither of them have anything that I dislike.
Yeah. Because I do love some Flogging Molly. They got some fucking songs that just
like they give you island vibes and pirate vibes on some shit too.
Swagger got 7 Deadly Sins, Devil's
Float.
the Devil's
Where's that one
dance,
song,
dance floor.
Government would crack the cost your back.
Yeah, man. God damn.
Walk, 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 give me nothing to say.
But- Yeah, there's nothing I dislike about any of them bands. But yeah, so 8, 9, 9.
Well, technically it's 9. I just take a point out because I'm a Flogging Molly fan.
You like Flogging Molly just a little more.
Just fuck them.
Fuck 'em, raw in the ass. So what are we gonna do next? I guess let's go ahead. After this, we'll talk about the Poppy EP. 5 tracks.
I
Get it out
didn't hear
real
that
quick.
one.
Huh?
I didn't hear that one. I
You-
didn't know
but-
it came out.
I texted you.
You said it came out. You didn't say we were doing it.
Yeah, I said we're gonna review that shit.
Oh, well, maybe I didn't read that part.
No, guess what? It's 5 tracks long. Let's do a little bit of it while we smoke. We'll be back in a moment.
Oh.